Wild time.
Episode, this is an order of air date, not in order of filming.
Makes sense. Adds up.
The Zanzibar Leopard. Tell me about Zanzibar. Where do we go? What do we do?
Oh, man. Incredible island off the coast of Tanzania. I remember when we sat down at the beginning of season 1, episode 1, Mitch sat next to me on the plane to Taiwan, and he said, what animal are we going to find? Oh, I said, probably none of them. He said, what one are we definitely not going to find? I was like, oh, the Zanzibar Leopard. Yeah. It's a cool story, though. Like, we should tell it, but we're not going to find it.
The story was so cool. That was ultimately, I think, why we did it.
For sure.
Was because the backstory of why it went extinct, with it being the
witchcraft,
mythology of it was the witch's pet,
sure.
and this harbinger of doom, and we're like, this is such a good story.
For sure.
Let's just go. And then we met you put us in contact with, I can't remember their fucking names, Martin and Nelly.
It begins with an H.
Helly,
yeah.
Who were like two very accomplished, like smart people.
Yeah, they were awesome.
Who really believed it was there, and they felt like it was there.
Yep,
based on
they were anthropologists, but from all of their discussions with local people, they're like, we think there's something to this.
And there's an image of a leopard.
Our leopard,
captured on film. So
the question is, biggest moment?
Yeah, just what's your favorite moment, like, behind the scenes? Just something. Just a little more.
Look, the obvious answer is finding the leopard. Okay, but we've all seen that. If you're watching this, you're a Patreon. You've seen it. So thinking of
I
something.
haven't seen it.
Of course,
thanks.
You haven't. Yeah.
I just know that you stuck a tube of extinct Cape lion blood up your ass and tried
different
to smoke
episode.
it.
A lion's different than a leopard. Next.
No, stop saying next.
No. So,
I'm sick of it.
He loves it. Favorite moment, Zanzibar. Oh, man. I'm trying to think of something that wasn't aired. I remember Chris Darnell, director of photography for that show. We had just found the leopard, and our objective was to go back and film it the next day.
Correct.
Which, in hindsight, it's obvious that wasn't going to work.
Right.
But at the time, I'm like, we just got it on camera. Let's go sit in a blind. We'll get it on film.
Right.
That didn't work. But I remember we're trekking into the blind. Chris is an awesome dude. I don't want this to come off the wrong way. But we've just found a leopard on trail camera.
Yeah.
A big, like, burly creature that is quite terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just him and I think. Yeah, just him and I. And he's going to sit in a blind behind me by himself, and I'm going to sit closer. So if the leopard comes in, it's basically a two-shot. It's me and the leopard, right? And I can point it out. And we're walking out there, and I'm like, we got to be really quiet. The leopard could be around. We got to mask our scent, blah, blah, blah. And he kind of looks at me, this kind of like cocked head look, and he's like, is this safe? And I just remember thinking, I was so
Seems to be a running theme with your crew.
I was so caught up in the moment of the fact that we had got the leopard on camera, trail camera. It didn't even occur to me for a split second that sitting in a park with rotting meat hanging from a tree 9 hours after we had just caught an image of a leopard could even potentially be unsafe. And I was like, I am very invested in this. Like, I was so far beyond the understanding of what was, like, could it be safe or not safe, because I was just so focused on finding it.
So the next day after Forrest broke our sound guy's nose on the bus.
It wasn't fully broken.
Forrest.
Okay, yeah, let's hear this
Forrest
story
was
real quick.
looking at the trail camera footage because we were supposed to be leaving, I think, the next day.
Yeah,
Okay.
Or I think we had our flight the next day
It was
out of
something like
Zanzibar.
that. We had to change
I think
it.
I remember seeing this footage where you're in the back of the van.
Yeah,
in the
and
back
you're-
of a bus.
Yeah, I remember this scene.
And so we would sometimes stay out and camp, and then sometimes we'd make like the hour, 45-minute drive back to Stonetown.
Yep, to the hotel.
And this was a day, because I think we were leaving the next day, where we were going back to the hotel, and Forrest is generally really good about not checking the trail cam footage unless he's being filmed.
Yep.
And I think he just thought it was hopeless.
It was hopeless.
And so he was checking it, started screeching in the back of the bus. I thought it was a prank. Like, I looked at Jeff Sims, who was our production manager, and we kind of rolled our eyes, and you're screaming, stop the bus.
Right.
We see the footage. The celebration ensues. A lot of people are crying.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I get choked up thinking about it, honestly, because it was so crazy.
It's crazy.
But Forrest starts headbutting people. Because you're an fucking idiot.
I'm an
He
idiot.
headbutted me.
I'm an idiot. Yeah,
and
I'm
then
an
he headbutts Gabe, our sound guy, and hits him on the bridge of the nose.
Oh my God, you
I'm an
are
idiot.
15
You are
minutes
an
later, we're still there, parked on the side of this road, and I
Split
said,
his nose. Remember, he's bleeding.
nose is split, and he's bleeding. He goes, "Is my nose broken?" I was like,
Oh,
It
God,
is.
poor guy.
"It is."
That was a love headbutt.
Now
by the
that
way.
said,
you were
he didn't
excited.
give a shit and never mentioned it again.
Thank God, because he could have sued me.
Yeah.
Well, so how long were you guys looking before?
It was like 14, 15. It was
Something
a long.
like that.
15
It was
one of
quite
the
a long
longer
one.
shoots.
It was one of the longer shoots. It was a big story. Yeah, I think we were like 10 days in, 11 days in. I can't remember anymore. It's like we're like talking about 5 years ago now, 4 years ago.
God,
It's been a minute.
But for anyone who's interested, by the way, I've only been to, I think I've been to maybe 6 countries in Africa. I really liked Zanzibar.
Oh, it's amazing.
The mixture of like the Middle East and Africa.
Such a
and that
melting pot.
Weird
Yeah.
fusion. It was like a spice and slave trading post
Yep,
for the
the
Middle
Spice
Easterns.
Islands. That's what they called it. Yeah.
And it's just a cool fusion of the two. I'd actually highly recommend it.
So if you want more behind the scenes stuff that we cannot show on YouTube, Darwin Awards, video breakdowns and reviews, check out the Patreon. It's full of hours and hours of incredible exclusive content, stuff that you guys are gonna love. Swipe up, click the link, do the thing, come and hang out on Patreon. See you guys there.